Hello, everybody. Hello. Gamers, speedrunners, friends. You are going to witness a stream I don't really know how boring this is going to be, to be honest. This is either going to be, like, mild or boring. That's what this stream is looking like today. Because, as many of you probably already know, I got a sub 7 last stream, even though I haven't really been playing any 1.4.4 besides just multiplayer. So, yeah. I feel like the fact that I did that makes me realize, the fact that I was able to still get a sub 7 without even playing makes me realize I'm not as washed as I think I am. I'm a little washed, but it's not all gone. And although, you know, I don't really have as much time to play this game, I should come back. Let's finish what we started. We're not going for any percent at all right now, so no need to jump to that conclusion. But we are going to be certainly doing a lot of, at least section derusting. And what I want to do is what I wasn't able to do before, but because we're derusting, I think now is a great time to do this, because we're not going to get this opportunity again. So, I think it's very necessary that we get used to this right now, because if we don't, it's gonna get hard. And that is just specifically only playing sections and not doing it for any percent. We're gonna finally play sections just because we're playing sections, not for any other reason. So, I'm going YouTube. We're gonna go to speedrun.com. And I think this is just, okay, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go and watch some videos and then copy the videos. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that there is still no sub 6, which is crazy. Me and we just, bro, me and Steven just do not want to play this anymore. Like, we just don't want to do this. The second he beat my record, he was just like, nah, I'm not doing this now. Oh, Mario Simp actually has the world record. I thought Arthur X did. No, Mario Simp has it. Okay. However, I'm going to watch Fade because Fade's video is going to look better. So, I'm going to watch this. For 49, it looks, yeah, I mean, I'm doing basically the same thing, except this dive, which I don't know if I guess I can try doing this. Everything's pretty much the same. If I do get consistent with 50, I will do 50. I know this is something I kept saying I would never do, but I mean, this section is the section I've saved the least time in. So we do need to try to save time now, because it's kind of getting a little ridiculous now. If we get close fails, we get close fails. Like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. And I don't think I still don't think I want to do much about 52. I mean, yeah, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm gonna, just whenever I get to 52, I know I said I was gonna play sections just for the sake of playing sections, but this is the one section I'm not gonna do that in, just because of what it is. It is the last section, and yeah. Okay, I might do this slide thing. The slide jump. I might do that. Okay. So we're gonna do the classic backwards strat. We're just gonna go from the last level and go all the way up. And we got everything. Okay, we all our settings are enabled. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna be doing this all day. That's what we're doing, and also warming my hands up because they're not warmed up. I never warm up before stream, and I show no signs of doing so. So there we go. We already are getting consistent 17s. I don't think I was getting 17s before. Let's try that. That was with hands that just played the game just now in the past week. My old strat was this. Now I remember getting 18s. I don't remember though. So let's see if this is. Okay, it is. I mean, that might have been luck, but it is a little bit faster to do our 3x's strat. I think it has to do with the way I bonk into the wall. I think that's faster because instead of just pounding, I think the pound animation takes time also. So that's right. Let me just I don't know. I should probably warm up first. But yeah, what's up, Wafflebot? How are you today? I think this is probably going to be the most boring stream of the year. I know that sucked to hear, but yeah. This is probably the most boring stream of the year because I'm derusting and also half the time I'm going to be watching YouTube videos, so. Okay. Yeah, we're just consistently getting sub-18s there, so it looks good to me. 51... And again, I'm so bad right now, but 51, we're gonna do this strat, and we are gonna have to do that strat. Cause I think in my world record, I think I was supposed to be doing this strat, and I didn't do it. So, yeah, and then there's also the strat where you can go flying, which I don't trust for, obvious reasons. I'm scared of that. I guess I could. I mean, yeah, it depends how safe I want to be here, but I could do that also. We're just gonna see how the practice goes. I'm gonna try, to not think of this like I'm practicing for any percent. I want it to be on the mindset this is all for sections and not worry about how it's gonna look down the road. I'm gonna try to just go for max time save. What is the order of inputs? For UWJ. So UWJ is basically here. I'll show you on level 9 because that's the easiest one. So when you go up, just go up to the wall right here, and then you basically there's two ways you could approach this. One, you could just click right, like here, because I'm facing the wall on the left. If I want a UWJ here, I'll just click right really lightly, so that the back of your head should kind of be inside the wall a little bit. So you'll know it's working if you just see your hand just move around like that. If you see like that, like if your hands are not going straight, that's how you know it's not working. That's one way to do it. Now the way I like to do it is that I press left and then quickly press right instead of just lightly tapping right, because that feels a little less consistent. So what I like to do is go up to the wall and then just tap left and then quickly tap right. Just really, really quickly, just left and then quickly right. Like that. And it's going to take a lot of time to get used to, for sure. But once you get used to it, you pull it off like all the time. And then eventually you can do stuff like this. But for now, yeah, go up to the wall and just quickly do that. Left and then quickly press right, and you'll know it works from the way your arms just point straight and your head should be stuck in the wall. And you can test it by just pressing up, spamming up, and if you go up on the wall, it will definitely work. So that's how UWJs work. At least that's how I've learned them. I think the way people I think Toady teaches it as quickly tapping right, really lightly. But yeah, I do it by tapping left. I think that's more consistent for me. Yeah, other people do it differently though. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Yeah. But yeah, and then obviously then eventually you'll get up to harder things like doing UWJs in midair. I think for now you should just focus on doing them not in midair, but later you can do that. And midair UWJs are they're a little bit complicated to learn. For me, I mean, I had no idea how to do them before. They're kind of complicated, but yeah, it's basically a much faster version of being on the wall. Toadie's tutorial said jump and right, and it was not helping. Yeah, I think it might have been. I think I've watched the tutorial. It's kind of. I guess if you don't play OVO as much, it might be hard to follow. But yeah, he's basically just saying tap right and then jump. Yeah. And then obviously it would be opposite if you're playing, a level that requires you to UWJ on a different wall. Because sometimes you would tap left if you're, like on this wall, for example, the wall I'm UWJing up right now, I'm tapping left because the wall's to the right of me. So, yeah, except this is really hard and we're using it to it. Yeah, so 50, I'm really just rusty on this, man. I mean, this is really easy in 1.4.5, for sure, I mean. And I've actually, completely forgot how to even get this consistent these days, but... Yeah, I mean, it's a lot harder. Alright. Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem, Obamacare. Yeah, and if you need help on doing, mid-air UWJs, I can help with that, too. Mid-air UWJs are a little more complicated. I mean, they're the same idea. They work, basically the same, but, if you use the same logic, it's not always going to work out, so... you'll notice it works sometimes, but it'll just be very inconsistent, but... Okay, wait, what was I watching before? What was... A 49 strat here. Yeah. That is just ridiculous, man. I'm not going to do that. that... I feel like this is really hard to get. That dive, man? How am I gonna do that? That is, hard for me, man. That's, 2 quick taps, and then, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do that, bro. That's gonna be really hard to get consistent with. That kind of worked. I mean, I don't know how worth it this is, either. Okay, I did it. I finally did it. I mean, the problem is I'm so bad at doing this as fast as possible. Obviously, you would aim for a sub-6 49, but I'm never able to do that. But this is at the beginning of the run, so I guess it doesn't matter as much. That was probably slow, yeah. Just curious, what was the time I used to get without all of that? That's what I did before all this stuff. 6:10. Okay, I actually haven't beaten the time I would normally get. Yeah, I mean, if I can't beat a 6:10, we're gonna not do this strat. Is the roof skip just a normal one? What do you mean? For like a normal clip? For like beginner runs, you mean? Which roof skip? Okay, I am not doing this dive. This dive kind of sucks. So, alright. Alright, hold on. I think I should just grind out 50 for a while and see if I can get this strat. This is a very useful strat. Like, if I can get this consistent, this would be really nice, because this saves like 2 seconds. Like, this will bring my sob. This will bring my sob down to like 550. Yeah, 550. I could get down to 5.4. I can get down to a 4x. If I get down to a 4x, then that would be great. Like, same as 34. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, they're all the roof clips all work the same. It's just, yeah, a dive. It's just a dive and then a pound at the right time. Like, it takes time to get used to. Like, for 34 is like a delay. 34 is like a delay though. Like, you do it and then you delay a little bit and then you click you click down to pound. Yeah, a lot of this stuff here just takes time to get used to. You would just keep experimenting until you find the timing that is most consistent for you. Yeah, but I would say delay a little bit for 34. And then, yeah, it is basically the same thing. It's just, yeah, there might be different timings of when you would pound, but it's always a dive and then pound, like, at a certain point. But it depends on the level. Yeah, I think I should work on this level right now, though, 'cause I think this is the one level, I think, that is, or I think this is the least optimized level. Out of all the levels I have, I think this is the least optimized. Try to get sub 8 on 1.4.4. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Sub 8 is was a huge deal for me, for sure. Sub 8, I feel like when you get sub 8, like, it's... I guess for me, that was... When I got sub 8, that was, like, 3rd place. But I guess that might have felt different for me, but... Sub 8 was when I really realized, like, wow, okay, I'm actually, like... I think I could actually take this really far. You know, I'm not just fooling around with the game. I'm like, actually, I think I can take this really far. Maybe go for a sub 7 at someday, and then get world record someday. Like, that's what I knew. I was like, okay, maybe I think I might actually go pretty far with this game. Trying to get sub 16 on 1.4.5. Yeah, 1.4.5 is like about... It's all about mastery. All about mastery of all the levels. Especially those end levels. Like Ascension and the Gauntlet is a tough segment, man. When I was running 1.4.5, most of the practice just went into the Gauntlet. Because I had already played all the other parts for, you know, years, and then Ascension I already had played a little bit too, because that was a big part of 1.4.5, but the Gauntlet was part of like 1.4.4, but it was never included in the full any % speedrun, so I was just really bad at the Gauntlet. So, yeah, and I'd say the Gauntlet's probably harder than Ascension, to be honest. Like, Personally, I feel like I struggle more with the gauntlet. Sub 8 is not even 10th anymore. Yeah, I think I was like right above. I think I was moving right above a huge wave of players before. Like, I think, cause like my first ever OVO speedrun on the channel, on my channel, was 8:26, and that was 3rd place back when I uploaded it. It was against I think before that, the 3rd place was like 8:30. And I remember that was 3rd place, yeah. No, I think I was right above, like just a hair ahead of all of the wave of the players that are now ahead now. Why does my 1.4.5 run say former? Because it is the former world record. It's not on speedrun.com. It's ranked as the world record, but Mario Simp is the current world record holder of 1.4.5. He just hasn't submitted it to speedrun.com yet. It is right here. He doesn't always submit his records. He's been kind of offline for a while. I haven't really seen him, even in streams. He hasn't really come lately, so I don't know where he is now. But yeah, he has the current world record right now. Yeah, it doesn't always show up on speedrun.com. I'm gonna probably go until I get like a solid run here, and then we'll do JTDP. That was a horrible 49. Yeah, what I do have to keep in mind though, when I do go for any percent, I do start playing any percent again, I do have to keep in mind that if I do go for 50, which I don't even know if I want to go for this right now, but I have to keep in mind that I might not always get that speed. So I do have to have a backup. Like, my old strat was what? This. No. This. That. Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay. Okay, it actually doesn't take a full 2 seconds, but definitely over a second. Which is definitely a big deal, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think I should treat this as just as seriously as I did with 30 clip and 42, fast 42, because the difficulty of 50 I think is up there with some of the hardest strats for sure. So I do want to incorporate that. It's never first try. Okay. Yeah, I have actually done like multiple community levels with 50 clip, or not 50 clip, but fast 50. It's just that super rusty. That's why this stream could be classified as slightly boring. Really, man? Alright. So for time's sake, what I will do is I can just decide we're moving on. So if I don't get 50 clip this try, we're moving on. And then we'll just do community levels the normal way, and then we'll be done. What timing, man? What is this timing? There we go. So, what is... Okay. Technically 40.9. Oh, that was 40.6 somewhere? No. Okay. I think that is a PB then. I don't know. I actually... Because I know technically my PB is like, what, 41.25, yeah. But it's actually like 40.9. Okay, I think that is technically a PB. So I could just say that's my PB now. If I do want to include 50, so what we'll say is for October 4th, PB's 40.57 CL only added, only update sob if 50 becomes a strat. I think that's the best way to go forward. 50 is a very difficult strat at the end of the game, so I think it's important to be careful. But at the same time, you know, we can't be afraid of every strat either. So, for this, can we view it? Sometimes you can't view these things. Okay, we can view this. That's good. I'm going to watch this. I don't know how much I'm gonna learn. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I don't remember, but yeah, so they're gonna do this thing here where they dive in. I can try doing that. That was always very hard for me though, so let's see how it works. This strat I'm all too familiar with. I'm all too familiar with that also. Yeah, we know how this works. We know how this works. We know how that works. Yeah, okay, that's the same. I think 46 is different, but I don't know that I want to change too much. Okay. Got a PB of 52.55 on that section. It's on community levels. Nice. Nice, man. Every IL PB brings down your sum of best. I mean, not IL. Every section's PB and an IL PB too brings down your sum of best a little bit. So one step closer to an 90% PB. Anyway, so I think the only thing we really saw that we can really change a lot is 46 and 41. Because everything else, I kind of am not overwhelmed by. So, Okay, that. Oh, there is a little ending. There's a little ending there. There's a little ending there I don't do. It's like a slide, and then like a. Okay. That's okay. I can do that. I can do that. Let's okay. So let's do this. Let's work out. Let's do this 48, and then we'll do 41, and then I guess no. We'll do we can do 46 also. I guess we can try 46. I don't know how much we want to work on it, but. The problem with this strat is that it's prone to bonking, but okay, yeah, there's not really much to analyze there. Besides just quick little flick. Okay. For 46, okay. So he's doing a little. Look, I think I've tried to do this before and I hated it, so I'm not gonna do that. He jumps in. Yeah, usually I dive in, so he's jumping in. Maybe we can just try jumping in, and then he does. Okay, I don't want to do. I'm not doing that, but okay. Let me just experiment with it a little bit. What if I tried to do? Yeah, I mean it's very. This is a very awkward way to play the game, but I guess it does work. Yeah. The problem with this is that it relies too much on you not getting that boost. Okay, I don't really like that, so I'm gonna not. But I can do that though. Maybe that'll save some time. Yeah, so we can modify things a little bit. How much time is that saving from the strat before? Okay, so like 0.2. Nice. All right, little over 0.2. Let's try this now. Let's go back to the beginning. So yeah, this I have tried to do this strat before, and I quit before, but let's see what I can do now. So everything is normal, and then it's just that it's hard to dive like that. You have to move pretty fast, but once you get it, it's definitely. It makes getting through that last part really easy, so let's see how we do this. Wow, okay. Alright, that was my attempt to do that. So what I also did notice though, he's waiting a bit before diving there. He is waiting, which I think I did take note of before, but we can even try to do it even more. But then not, yeah, so this, we also have to be careful of dying also. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. Nice. Alright, and we got 10.6. Nice. Okay. So everything else, we're gonna keep the same strats for, but I still need to practice them because I'm really rusty. Okay, so it does work. I was like, did something change? Okay. Okay, and so we have to do that differently. Okay, I mean, I remember. I do remember, but it's just. All right, we got it. We got it. We still have it. It's just. It's a little fragmented. Yeah, I mean, we got those levels are easy, so we should be fine there. This is a really easy level too. Until I decide to change the routing of it, then it becomes impossible, but we're keeping 45 the same. 45 is fine how it is right now. There's no need to change it. Alright. Let's try this, see how we do. Yeah, okay, we already messed that up. Wow, okay. We just kind of sold there, but that's alright. I don't know what that was, but okay. I just realized I'm forgetting something. I just realized I am actually forgetting something pretty important here, and that is, you'll see. I don't know how to explain it, but hold on. There's one important thing I'm not doing, and that's doing this. I completely messed that up. Yeah, I kind of am not doing that these days. What is going on there? It's like I forgot that I even ever did that. We should be implementing that. That is a strat we've been doing for a long time. We should definitely be implementing that. Yeah, it's like I don't even my muscle memory is just gone from that. I can't even I don't even everything else I still have the muscle memory for that. That is just not there. Something else is in place. Okay, I got it. Now I just have to refine it. now it's just about remembering how to do it right. It's there now. Okay. I don't really like that last part. I think I'm doing it really badly, but I feel like he's clicking twice, right? I only clicked once there, so but I clicked twice the other time, so I was trying to see. Okay, let's do it one more time and see if we get anything different. But yeah, overall pretty solid run from earlier. I didn't actually see what the pace was, but it looked pretty good. Yeah, okay. 2 times, we're clicking 2 times there. Okay. Good. So, not bad, not bad. I'm going to just check the pace though, real quick. I do want to see how, oh, and I didn't write that properly, okay. What was my pace before that? Just curious. What was my pace into here? Okay, that's not bad, man. That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. Could have been 123. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. Let's move on. OVO space program. There's not much I have to do here besides just making sure I haven't lost my mind. Yeah, there's really not much. You hate 48. Yeah, 48 is a very chokeable section, and it's very bad to die there, especially in runs, because it's such a long level that if you die, especially at the end of the level, it's so over. Like, it's over. Whatever pace you have, it's so over. The 3 gun part is so fun though. Yeah, that is kind of fun to dodge. But yeah, all right. So everything about OVO Space Program, as I said earlier, is pretty easy and straightforward, except for 35 clip, which is not fun at all. And I fear I have lost all of my consistency. So we're gonna go practice it on this wall here. Yeah, okay, just practice this movement here. Alright, it looks like we already got it. Okay, that's what I had to do. Up at 35. How does the 36 work? Okay, so yeah, so this is hard for me to learn at first. So at first what I did was I did this strat, which is basically you pound and then you do a little wave dash. Like, this is a wave dash. This is a little wave dash here. So what you did here was you would just get on the wall, do a pound and UWJ up, but you would do a wave dash in midair. Like that. So you do a wave dash and then you just spam. So once you do the wave dash in midair, you would just spam. So with this, it's just you're doing a wave dash, but you don't get on the wall. You just do it right as you hit the wall. So like, basically the way I figure out how to get this to work is I ground pound dive, right? Pound and then dive, right? Pound dive into the wall. But then you would do the you do the wave jump like the second you're about to hit the wall. The border between like a pixel before the wall, you should still be in the red hash. Like when you're about to hit the wall, you want to do a little wave dash. Do I press down and then I press or actually that's not true. Yeah, no, just think of it as a wave dash. Don't listen to what I said. Yeah, do like a little wave dash, like in midair there, and it should actually bounce you off the wall and like do that. This is a really hard strat though. If you're trying to get sub 8, I wouldn't recommend doing this strat. I would only do it if you're desperate for strats. It doesn't save. I mean, how much more time does it save? Let's see. Actually do this properly. That's 368, and this is, if it sucks, it's 302, and if it's solid, 280. Yeah, I mean yeah. I would say don't do it if you're only going for a sub 8 though. Maybe like at a 730, you can go for this. Not for now. For now, do what is consistent and fun. Other strat is much more fun. So I'm gonna quickly warm up this movement here that I have to do at 35. Okay. Are your input keys holding up after all that button smashing? They're not, is your answer. They're at the end of their life. And this is a relatively new keyboard. So they're not. I've gone through, I think I haven't even gone through that many keyboards. This is only my third keyboard I've gone through since streaming OVO, not since playing it. But the paint on the bottom arrow key is like almost completely just gone. Like it's just gone. The sweat on my hands has just melted it all off. This is a really tough strat for me. Yeah, there you go. Okay, just as I was saying that. There you go. Maybe need full metal ones. You know, actually, I had a keyboard that had really strong arrow keys, but the problem was because they were so strong, they actually started to hurt my fingers. Like my fingers started to hurt because I was clicking hard and it was against really strong arrow keys. So I actually had to switch to a weaker keyboard just so my hands didn't like break, man. Because my hands were hurting so much after every session. Like I basically had to switch to a lighter keyboard. And I was playing better. Like I played better with a weaker keyboard with a little more delicate arrow keys. Because with the other one, it was so rigid too. So it's like I have to use a little softer keys. Should probably derust 34 a bit more, probably. And then after this is the hardest part of the game, which is mechanics. So while this kind of sucks because we just keep getting runs to 35 and then resetting, it's gonna get worse. And then it gets better after that. I just realized I didn't even bother to watch the world record. I kind of just went right into it. I should probably watch the world record and watch for anything that is different. Alright, we get some interesting quality here, but it's alright. This is quite the run he has at the beginning of the game. Okay. He just gets a 53 right before starting, alright. Anyway, so let's see if there's anything different. Okay, that is a different strat, but I guess I can go for that, yeah. I'll explain what he did in a minute. That's normal, that is normal, that is normal. Okay, he also doesn't slide jump and ground pound, he jumps. And I do the exact 35 strat he does, because I know this because he DM'd me how to do 35, so. Definitely doing the same thing. He's doing... Right, 37 is a little weird, actually. I'm not doing the fastest 37. I could be a little better on this. Let me learn a little bit on 37. So normally what we do is we do this, and then we slide, and then that. But now I don't know exactly how he's doing this. Yeah, I think he's landing right here. This is the spot to aim for, and then he does like that. Yeah. Except I have no idea how I'm expected to do that, even though I just did it. Okay. How does that even get submitted? Yeah, I mean, you can still see. You can still see. I mean, you can see what he's doing. It's kind of hard, but I prefer to watch videos not like that. But all right. I think we could. I mean, it doesn't save that much time, and it's hella inconsistent, but I feel like I could get consistent with this. Yes, okay, well, so you can save yourself a little bit. It loses time, but it's not as consistent as this, though. That's my issue. What? I just clipped through the ground? Okay. That's the funny thing about floor clips. Alright. I can try that. I don't even know if I'm going to get there, though, because 35 is impossible. Okay, wait. I'm going to do the strat he did also, where I do... So basically, yeah, the 33 strat he's doing is he's getting really close up to the wall, and then he's diving, so then he can do this. Which is really hard, because it's very tight. You have to be really close up to the wall, and then dive at the perfect moment. And obviously... this is not optimal to do in an any percent run because it's very precise. I am supposed to jump there, so gotta keep that in mind. And the nice thing about this strat is you can just go. Like, you don't... if you fail it, it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay. And I don't know how much I like that strat, but we'll work with it. Still gotta work on my SJCs also. Super jump cancels, those are... I'm not really playing well with those right now. Alright, you just barely got sub in it. I think my... best is like 52. It's a high 52. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna move on just for time's sake again. But I am gonna practice 35 and 37 one more time. And 34 because we did the strat wrong. Unfortunately, this is very annoying. Yeah, I mean... unfortunately, this is just how it's gonna be. With derusting with this game, I feel like there's a lot of stuff I didn't forget, and I'm still just as good at when I was in my prime. And then there's gonna be stuff like this that's just impossible. So 30 clip is going to be another one of those. It's just horrible. Well, 30 clip will be a little better because I have actually still been doing it. I have not even tried 35 clip in so long, so besides today, of course. Okay, and we'll do 34, and then we'll move on to mechanics, which is unfortunately the hardest part of this all. What was that? What was I saying? Of all this, not this all. Alright. I guess this is it's kind of hard to do that strat if you don't time this properly. There we go. Yeah, that is better than slide jumping. I've always just slide jumped and then pounded, just because my brain does that, but yeah, I probably should not be doing that. Now on to mechanics, which we are actually not that far off from world record from, which I did hold world record for quite some time, for 2 months straight. But yeah, let's oh my god. I'm gonna watch this instead. Okay, and this could have been a 106. Alright. So let's have a little preview. So 25 is normal. 26 is... Yeah, so 26 is always crazy when I watch these. When I watch these world records of 26 and other people play mechanics, it's always crazy. I always just never go for hard 26 stuff. I'm not going to do the first thing, but I am going to try and do the second thing. The second thing is supposed to be not worth it at all, but I'm going to go for it because I'm like that. I do know how to do it, but I forgot, but I have a method of finding. So, yeah. It was DM'd to me through speedrun.com, which Mario generously sent like a whole kind of guide. So I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, I will be doing the 26 strat of going through the red hash. 28 is like, yeah, the same as what I've been doing. 29 is 29. And 30 is here. Let's see. Is he doing the super jump strat? Yes. Okay. So we do that. A lot of people say like clipping, like using like a side clip is like better, but I do the super jump strat, which is faster but less consistent. Okay, and also you need to remember this. I'm not gonna follow what's done here because there's a specific way I'm gonna do this also, which is faster. Okay, yeah. So the main thing that is different here is 26. I'm gonna start off by doing 32 though. I'm gonna warm up a little bit. Do the hard stuff. This is the real muscle about this category here. So let's do that. We're gonna do some double slides here. Then we have this. Okay, we are actually we're not that rusty with 32 and 30 because I have been playing it from time to time. I've been playing those levels. So 30 and 32, I'm not gonna be as rusty as I should be. Thankfully, because these are terrible levels. They are made to torture you. So thankfully, it won't take as long on them. Okay, 29, we are going to do the different strat. We're going to do that. Because it's fast. Doing that. 28. Wow, we are actually kind of breezing through this. We've already done all of the hardest parts. We've done all of the difficulty of mechanics. Besides what we have to do in 26, because we're learning stuff. Right, 27 is about consistency. Once you're good at it, you're good at it. Alright, let's learn how to do 26. So I'm gonna open up a different browser, so you guys can't see what I'm looking at, but I'm looking up the instructions right now. I am looking up the instructions on how to do this right now, because it's still really hard. So, okay. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to copy and paste what he said and just put it into a doc so that you guys can see what I'm reading. Good. I'm going to put it into a doc just so you guys can see. Okay, so 26 SJC clip, you pound underneath, and here, let me set this up so I can actually do it. And yeah, this is also a tough strat here. Okay, here we go. So I think typically I would do something like, I think I would just walk off the edge usually, right? Okay, so let's look at this. You pound under the red hash, but a little bit to the right. Do an SJC, and then immediately press down to cancel it, and press jump. Okay. Yeah, and he did say he doesn't recommend doing it, which is fair. But I'm gonna try. Yeah, I already kind of just did it almost. It is a little bit weird and hard, but it'll feel fast. I find the first strat on 26 super easy. Yeah, the first strat is there is a I did it, but I died. There we go. And usually people stand here and do like that. Okay. Yeah, the 26 first strat, there is a setup to doing it. And if you're lucky, I think the way you're wave dashing, it might be perfectly synced up to the click pattern of how you do it. So, is the wave dash at the start worth it in 90%? So yeah, I do it because it does save a second or two, but I would say don't do it if you have. I'm gonna say if you are above a 630, I would say, there is a consistent way. Okay, I'm gonna say if you don't have a sub 7, don't go for it. If you have a sub 7 or you want, or if you're going for a sub 7, if you need more strats to get a sub 7, I would say do it. If you don't have anything under a sub 7-minute time, or if you're not close to getting a sub 7-minute time, I would say it's not worth it. Anything above that, I'd say don't do it. It doesn't save enough time, and it makes you die way too much. So yeah, but there is a consistent way to doing it. But even that is annoying to learn, and then also sometimes it still doesn't even work. So I would say don't do it. And yeah. Okay, so for reference, I'm gonna just do this how I did before. See how much time we're saving here. I already kind of messed up, but once I get this properly. Okay, 9:52. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm messing it up. It is supposed to save 0.5 seconds though. So I think I'm not standing close enough to it though. I think it's I'm standing too far to the right. I think I need to stand closer. it's kind of it's moving me around weirdly, but okay. Yeah, this is another strat I'm not really sure I'm gonna go for, but it's there and I can definitely do it, so might as well implement it. But it's weird for me to do it, so yeah. And yeah, I think for this run especially, we're just gonna try and get all the strats, even if it's faster to not do them right now. Just make sure we do all the strats. If we mess up, as long as we're doing the strats, we're gonna say it's okay, and then we'll be able to finish the run. Yeah, that's definitely very inconsistent. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing this until I get it first try, and then after that, I'm not gonna care. Yeah, I mean, he does say it himself, don't go for it, but yeah, I want to just make sure that it's something I can do, though. If we do have to drop it, we drop it. This is the one strat I feel like we definitely might have to end up dropping. Just because of how awkward it is. Oh, unbelievable. Okay. That could have been a nice run there, but no. First try 30 clip, but no UWJ. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That really sucks. Yeah, we have already... My best run is 108, so it already ended. Already done better. Alright, we were 30 seconds behind, but that's alright. At least now it is gonna get a lot easier, so that is very nice. Yeah, Ovo definitely needs more players. There's not many in a lot of categories, like 10 here. 1.4.5 is a huge drought, for sure. Huge drought of players. Like here, it's just me and Newcomb registered. Mario Simp has world record. He hasn't even submitted. Or he probably submitted it, but it hasn't been verified. Yeah, because there's also a lack of mods who are consistently verifying. For a while, there were a lot of the mods were consistently verifying runs, but recently they have not. So yeah, isn't it faster to do a wave dash on the start of 29 instead of the slide? Yeah, so it is, but the wave dash is a little more inconsistent for me. I think for me the slide is a little more consistent. Yeah, doing like for me, I mean, it feels very unpredictable for me. It is very fast. It is very fast, but it feels like it would lose a lot of time. Even for section runs, even if you're just playing mechanics and nothing else, I feel like it's still not worth it just because of how many pacers you would ruin. just from this. Like, you're just praying basically. You're just praying that it works. The slide, I feel like there's a little more. For me, I feel like there's a rhythm I got into with the slide that just works, and the rhythm just wasn't clicking for me with the wave dash. But yes, wave dashes are better, and much faster, but way less consistent. So way more prone to just dying and not really having a good solution besides just trying again. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could try to go for it down the road. Right now, though, I haven't really gone for it. But yeah, it is faster. Yeah. Okay, so higher order is an interesting one because I think world record is actually also like a 47 by Mario Sim, but it's not submitted. According to speedrun.com, I'm less than a second away right now. Yeah. But this is close to sub 47. Sure, so let's see how this goes. And yeah, this is 47. I think I do the exact strat world record does, specifically because I've just seen it done so many times. So this, do the exact strat. You do a dive on 29? Oh, you mean like... Do you mean like... Are you just saying this? You mean just that? Because... Unless you... Wait, no, you can do that, yeah. No, you can do that. You can totally do that. you can dive. I feel like this is also really... Honestly, that could be... You could get that consistent. I feel like it'd be hard, but... Actually, that's not that. I feel like that's kind of consistent, actually. It's kind of a consistent strat. I don't know if the slide jump is faster. Yeah, I think the slide jump is faster, but like... No, like onto this, yeah. Yeah, no, that's actually that's kind of cool. That actually looks pretty consistent. But yeah. Anyway, so for this, okay, I don't do that last dive at the end. That's the one difference. And then here, this is the painful part about playing higher order is because of this one click, the RWJ, where you just seemingly just propel yourself forward, which you've probably seen so many times. Probably seen speedrunners do this all the time and I have no idea how they do it, which I didn't know until like March 2025, so yeah, it's a very complicated strat. I think 19, I wasn't paying attention. Does he do the same thing I do? I think he's doing the same thing. Yeah, I remember this strat now. And then I do something faster there. So yeah, 20, I think I'm actually faster than this. So we will work on that. 21 is free. 20, yeah, 22, this strat I'm not doing. It's extremely inconsistent. I've tried that before. And this, standard 23. And then we have 24. There we go. Okay, yeah, basically what I do, a few minor differences. 18 being the hardest strat. Yeah, 18 is really hard. It's It's really tight. It revolves around UWJs again, but it's just a really, really fast one. Just like you get on the tip. You have to super jump and get to the tip, and then UWJ, and then hold right after you get the UWJ, and it'll send you flying. Higher order's got to be the worst section. Either higher order or mechanics. Mechanics is hard, and then some days I feel like higher order can sometimes be harder. I'm not sure what's harder. I still feel like mechanics is harder, but yeah, higher order is definitely a very hard part and annoying part too. Let's say 24 again. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Just play all the levels in reverse order. Then do it in a run. And what I've noticed as a pattern recently is that they're doing that, which I don't think I really ever caught on to, I think, in the past. Which actually makes it kind of hard, but I think I'm going to stick with my main strat. I don't think it matters too much. I can never do the 18 side clip on my main computer. Yeah, the 18 side clip is kind of annoying. I don't know if this will work on your main computer also, but what you can do if you want it to be more consistent, you can do like a wave dash and then do like a slide. Like hold it. It's more like, I mean, it should feel like a dive. It's technically, I think, supposed to be a slide, but it should feel like a dive. So you wave dash, and then when you're about to fall off the edge, just do that. Not to say difficult, but just fun wise. Yeah, fun. Yeah, I guess. I feel like fun wise, I don't know what's boring. In terms of fun wise, I would actually say the beginning is the most boring. But that's also because, you know, I've spent a long time playing any percent, and I'm just I have to see this section every time I reset, so that might also be why. Is it affected by performance? I think the performance on your computer is I think the recommended amount should be 60 hertz. So you should be using a 60 hertz monitor to do everything. You know, well, a bunch of things will just not work if you don't do it. And it has to be like exactly 60 hertz. If it's like 59.94 or something like that, it's not gonna work. So yeah, it does have to be exactly that amount. In fact, I think in some cases, or I think all across speedrun.com I don't know if they I think you have to use 60 hertz actually to submit to speedrun.com. I think for a while it was I'm not exactly correct, so don't quote me on this or anything, but I think they initially said like you don't have to use 60 hertz, and then it was like you have to. I don't know exactly that. Oh, I play 144. Yeah, I think that's why. A lot of stuff will just not work, and also it'll be like stuff will just be harder. Like 33 clip shouldn't work for you then. This clip, it should either not work or it'll just be really annoying and hard to get. Because I think this is only capable on 60 hertz. So that should be impossible. Yeah. getting harder and harder to find like 60 hertz monitors, especially since I think nowadays the lowest you can switch your monitor to is like 59.94. It's not exactly 60 hertz. Like, I think nowadays they don't have it like that. Like, I'm using an old monitor that's like it has exactly 60 hertz, but I think nowadays if you want to use 60 hertz, it's like not exactly 60 hertz, which still makes stuff impossible. So yeah. Wow, the muscle memory is gone in this level too. This level also is just, the muscle memory is not there, man. Okay, hold on. Gotta remember how to do this. I need to, like, yeah, I wish I had start positions placed throughout the level, but I can't. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, 19. This level can go either way with me. I can love it or I can hate it. Depends on what day it is. Depends on the day. Literally just depends on if my day is good or if it's bad. In terms of if I'm happy that day, sad that day, or if I suck at OVO that day, or if I'm really good at OVO that day. Really, really depends. 19, we could go either way. And then 18 just sucks, and then 17. Yeah, so he does do that dive strat. I want to try and do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't. That strat always gets. That strat is. I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna. I don't need to do that then. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change anything about this. Actually, I'm gonna do higher order exactly how I always did it. I wonder if you can mod it, make it. I wonder if you can mod it, make a level editor for start pause. Yeah, I wish if there is a mod out there, I would definitely use that. How hard would that be? Yeah, I have a lot of free time, so I could attempt that. What? Which level? Getting like a which level? Oh, maybe a starfish mod. I don't know. I don't really. I mean, I don't really know much about like coding, and so. I mean, it probably wouldn't be that. I don't know actually. I actually don't know. I mean, I would assume it's not that hard. That would be like huge if that was a thing. If that became a thing, that would be so huge. time's gonna be like mid, but as long as we get it into a run, that's really all I'm asking here. No need to be a perfectionist right now. All right. Getting serious. Here we go. Where the hell did speedrun.com go? Where the hell did that go? Okay. I guess we're going back. Where did it go, man? Did I accidentally close it? Did I close it last time? I did not mean to close it. No, hold on. Let's hold on. Okay. Of course, yeah, 25 seconds. So this, getting serious and community levels are the two sections I never tried hard to optimize as much as the other sections. I didn't try as much, so yeah, yeah, so we're not even going to talk about what happens there at 10 because it's so hard and we're never going to try it. So yeah, but I do want to see, he does something a little different. He does like a quick, he doesn't exactly do it, he does like a quick jump and turns around. Like, he jumps up and then he pounds like very quickly. He wastes no time getting into the SJC. Then that is, I think, a little more optimized than what I do. I use the wall, and then he jumps out like that. And then 14 is just, yeah. 14 I do the same strat for. The same strat 14, 15, and wow, he does 16 like that. I'm actually surprised that's world record because there's actually a faster way to do 16. This is actually like kind of a beatable strat. I think, wait, come to think of it, guys, I think that it might not be world record actually. I think recently I saw Newcomb do this. I think I recently saw Newcomb. Wait, let me go to Newcomb. Yeah. Wait, no, this is the wrong. This is 1.4/5. Never mind. No, this is world record. So, that's yeah okay. So, I like how I think that's a cool way to do this strat. I mean, I'm doing it a lot slower than him, but he wastes no time turning around and just quickly turns around and then quickly does that instead of delaying like that. Yeah, that's all of this saves time. Like all of that matters. So that's good to know. Now 14 is kind of my enemy here. 14 is another level. It's not nearly as hard as stuff like 50, 35, 42, 30. It's not in that league, but it's hard enough that I forgot all of the muscle memory. So we're gonna have to be on this level for a while. Because I am just so washed, man. With it, because I never even when I would play this level, like, okay, I'm not washed at all. I'm not washed at all. Okay, never mind. Completely disregard what I said. I'm fine. And let's try to do what he does here. Alright, that's not exactly what he's doing, but and this is a little faster than, I guess it's the same idea. What I'll do is I'll just do that. That's what I was doing before. I think it's fine. All right, and then 10 clip is another one that's just horrendous. It's horrendous. It really is horrendous. And that's the run. Now let's do it. And you will soon realize how hard 10 clip. 10 clip is in the league with like 30 clip and like 32 clip, fast 35, fast 42, fast 50, all of it. Well, I'm already messed up. But that's alright. Okay, we did finish the run, and not nearly as bad as some of the other runs we were doing, so... Nice. And if I wanted to be faster, I could do a dive jump. But... Hold on. Maybe we can try it. Okay, I kind of did it. Not well. Okay. And now we're down to the basics, which is the most boring part of the game. But it's important. You can't have this without, you can't start the run without this. So you do need to be moderately good at it. I don't even have a run submitted on speedrun.com. Just because I don't even run this as a section at all. My best is 30.7, around that area. I think it's like 30.73 or something. But yeah, so I would rank about 6th here. But yeah, it's the world record is still just so much better than whatever I have. So wait, hold on. I gotta do this a little bit. Okay. There we go. Is this the entire... This is... Okay. This is... It's like cut off. I feel like this is not gonna work. Okay. I am watching it on Discord right now, so you guys actually can't see it, but what if I I'm not gonna try and download it. Yeah, you guys just can't see it, so I'll just watch it quickly and then I'll tell you guys what happened. Okay, basically it's the same thing. It's the same thing that I've been... Oh, wait, he does something kind of different at 3. Yeah, he dives a little bit at the end there. It's basically, though, so far it's the same overall gameplay. Yeah, okay, so this little thing I'll explain in a second about when he ends the levels. Okay, 6 is basically the same, but not the same. 7 is same thing. Yeah, we're already doing everything right. 8 is same. Okay. Back. Okay. So what I was saying is, so when he finishes levels, and this is, I don't know how important it is, but he just dives right before the flag, which is supposed to save a little bit of time compared to if you were not doing that. See how if I don't do anything, it's like 2.08, but then when I was diving, it was like 203. Earlier I got a 198. So yeah, 2 flat. But if I don't do anything, that was a 202. See, it's not perfect. So if you do, yeah. So it's, and then sometimes you can mess up the dive too. So I'm not gonna go for that level of perfection. He does it on 5 too. I think those are the only levels he does it. But we're just gonna do the same thing for everything. The only thing that I saw that was mildly different from what I did was that he did this. So usually what I do is I dive like that, and then I hit the jumper. Yeah, and it sends me flying, and then I do that. What he did was he went right up to the wall. He actually let himself slide on it. He didn't do like a slide where it slowed him down, but he just stayed on the wall and quickly fell down like that, and then he dived. So yeah, and I think that's so you don't have to slow down here. Yeah, that's so you don't have to slow down. But I'm gonna. I guess you could just slide. I guess you could just slide too. But. I'm just gonna do the same strat, man. I think I'm gonna do the same strat. I'm not gonna change it much. So yeah, I'm now going to do a run. Yeah, we're gonna do a run now. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna do one run. I guess we'll make it a full. Should we make it a no reset run? I guess we can just make it a no reset run. I don't feel like doing attempts right now. I think we can do like, we can reset a few times, but I'm gonna just call it a no reset run. And then okay, I should mention he was also going for all these fast jumps here, like especially for 2, just clicking and waiting for the momentum jump here. That's a lot faster than the more consistent method. But because it's at the very beginning of the run of both the section basics part and also just all of any percent. This is the beginning of any percent, the beginning of the basics section run. So really, these first few levels really go for the most inconsistent strats possible because you want to max out time optimization here, since there's such low stakes. So on level 1 you can just do the dive jump, but here, yeah, you want to go for that. Maximize your time save. Right now, this isn't a very serious run. I'm not like actually doing attempts here. I see I already messed up, but normally I would take it a little more seriously if I was going for attempts on like world record or something, which we're gonna build up to soon within the coming, weeks. Not days because I'm too busy, but yeah, weeks maybe within the month. Maybe next month we'll build up to that. But yeah. Alright, so yeah, we'll just chill, do a no reset run, unless I do something really dumb. But I'm probably just gonna not reset. Yeah, I've already... We'll try to make... Because I haven't really done much basics today, we'll try to make the basics good. After that, I'm just going to do it one time really well, and then after that, I'm not going to care. Try and make this as perfect as possible. I messed up, but that's alright. That is not what I'm supposed to do there, but it's alright. There we go. We're finally not like messing up every 5 seconds. Alright, I kind of messed up there, but I'm just gonna let it slide. Unless I do something really dumb. Like completely fumbling a strat. Yeah, okay, there we go. And now I'm gonna not really care much about if I make mistakes or not. Alright, I'm doing a completely different strat there, but it's alright. The goal is to just get a run. Right now I'm like reclining in my, not reclining, but I'm like slouched in my chair. I'm chill right now. Just going for a run. Oh, wow! Unexpected. Wow, that's an unexpected save there. I thought I was dead. Dang. This is why you don't go for this strat unless you have to. Wow, I can't do it, guys. What the hell, guys? Wow, that took forever. That just completely killed the run. The run went from like mildly decent to like dog water, bro. Okay. And this is gonna take forever too. This is why no reset runs are kind of annoying to do sometimes, but it's good to see how consistent you can be on the spot. Yeah, I kind of choked. Alright. So yeah, not the best entrance here. I have been at 40. I've been at level 40 at earlier times. But oh well. It is a no reset run. So just go with the flow. Remember what we can. Yeah, if you can't do it, then just move on. Can't do a single SJC. I had to do a clip with an SJC at 26, but I can't do it normally in a free level like 39. Don't know why I reset there, but okay. What? What do you mean? Okay. Okay. GG. Okay. Well, nice no reset run. That's how well I can do with just on the spot playing. Alright. So yeah, it is 7:54 p.m. for me right now, so I'm probably going to stop streaming now. I would do another round, but there's not really much time left now. So what I'm going to do, though, to end off the stream, I'm just going to update my... It is not October 4th, by the way. I don't know why I wrote that earlier. It's October 10th. Yeah, anyway. I'm going to update my log that I always would update every day. However, yeah, and it was every day, you know, back in July, and then on July 30th, I got my 6:07 world record at the time. And I was just like, yeah, that's it. We're just going to stop playing now. And then I played on October 3rd and got a random sub-7. So, yeah, we're just going to update this until the stream ends. We'll write best 750. We did our practice. We did that. And best JTTP. And I mean... not that this matters that much, because we didn't really try very hard here, but we'll put it down. Do 368, right? That's mechanics. It's supposed to go before higher order, but it's all right. Yeah, this was like what, 138. So I mean. You know, they're not gonna be as good as they were before, but we're just coming back. The October 3rd was very unexpected sub-7. I kind of just randomly was playing and got it. I didn't actually put in a lot of time. So, and as you can see, there were no practices, none of this stuff. I just played and got a 652. So, random retirement, random retirement run. So, but we're out of retirement now. Coming back. It's gonna be a long derust though. So, sub is 552.3, but 5, and we did get a 40.57 in our PB before was 41.25. So if we do the math here, 2, 5, then 0.4, and then 4, 3. So yeah, about 0.6. Okay, so 0.68 for that. So 5, 5, 1, and 7, 6, 2. 551.62 with the 40.57, which I don't know if we're going to count for the... This is for all of any percent, not just sections. So I don't know if we'll count it. Assuming I am going for 50, for fast 50 though, we will include that. So I'm going to include this just as a possibility, just so I don't get confused. That way I can subtract it later. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, thanks for the stream. Yeah. Thanks, Waffle and Obamacare, for coming. And anyone else who came also, thanks for coming. And hope to see you guys next time. I always stream on Fridays at like 6 p.m. I used to be at 5 p.m. and now 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. Fridays. Yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Bye.